new Minecraft shelf is about to change building forever. I mean, just look at this. Look at this pillar. Now, previously, before, we would have to use something like a trap door to get this effect, right? If we wanted to do some sort of pillory effect. And you can see that does do the trick. But look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. Now, I want to spend some time today, and I wanted to take a look at what we can do with the new shelf block, because it's more than just a shelf. When new blocks like this come into the game, I wanted to experiment. I want to see what else we can do with these things. So as you can see here, I started doing a little bit of what you would call like a standard house design. But real quick, I'm just going to kind of build up this back. Oh, I just put the cobblestone in the shelf. Whoops. that could be a little bit of an issue when you're building. You probably don't want that to happen. And then we'll pop some windows in, and there we go. Okay, so we got some sort of backing to this, and I'm already looking at this, and I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Now, you may want to just, probably for these, pop in just the same color strip log, because the shelves are made with strip log, and yeah, I gotta say, oh, let's take a look at that for a second. Look at the shape on that. That's amazing. Now, only if we had stripped log stairs. Come on, Mojang. That would be amazing. Now, the only thing that we had comparable was the trapdoor previously, but as you can see here, the dark oak trapdoor, for example, is a totally different color, but that's okay. And also, the dark oak trapdoor is much thinner. These are very comparable to the vertical slabs that as everybody's wanting. And we take a look at them from the back side here, we get a different texture. That's something else to kind of keep in mind when building, is to look at all the sides of these things. So the next thing that kind of comes to my head in what we can do with these, and we do have a bunch of them, as you can see here. We got the oak, we got the spruce, all the different types of shelving colors. And, you know, my favorites are probably going to be the spruce, the oak. But we can just take a look at a few of them here. We already have the dark oak. Let's take a look at the mangrove and maybe the pale oak. Maybe some of these will be the more popular ones. But each one has got like their own little bit of a different texture. And I like that. They're not incredibly different, but they do the job. Now, what I think these are going to be really great for is maybe some railings. Now, just going to grab out a few more additional blocks here, kind of just build this up just a little bit. And yeah, that could work. I mean, these could really work as like a railing. I really like how this kind of looks like little posts in a railing, even though they're not hollow. Also, I think you can change these. There we go. Okay, so if they're powered, you get a different texture, which is kind of interesting. That looks cool. It like kind of connects it. But if I take these away, it makes it look like it's another railing. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot. I think the superior version of a railing, though, is still going to be my lovely hanging sign trick that I like to do. Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, this might be a little bit better if you're going to try and do like a railing, because it kind of has that, it already kind of has that vibe in a way, right? But what if I were to like put like a little backing on that? Can I do something like this and give it like a little texture? It doesn't do a crazy amount, but it is a nice way to kind of get that spruce log texture without having to put the full spruce log there, which is kind of nice. We can also kind of use these as like a flower box kind of holders as well. Oh, that looks so cool. That looks really cool. And now, can I also, like, let's say, oh, I want them to be a little bit of a different texture. Can I get, okay, let me get these redstone torches going. Yeah, so I can power these moss blocks and then cover it back up. And now I got a totally different, like, texture there. And that's so cool. Also, I think what the great thing about this as well is that we can put blocks in the shelf. If you didn't know, we can use it as a shelf. But no, that's the great thing, because now we can customize these shelves and make them have maybe like little designs on them or something. Yeah. So I just had to fill my whole okay, right. This in this mode, when it's powered on, that's when you can like switch out your whole hotbar. Right. Forgot about that. That's pretty cool. So let me do that with here as well. Let me fill up my whole hotbar. And there we go. Now we got another little texture here as well. Maybe some little dotted kind of texture with the oak fences. Wow. This is game changing. I gotta say, this is pretty darn game changing. So I know this isn't the prettiest looking build right now, but again, we're just trying to get ideas. This is what I do sometimes on my own. Just build and just experiment with these new blocks. And generally I'll wait till the full update comes out, because you never know what the actual end textures are going to look like. But in this case, I'm just so excited for this new shelf block that I just had to get my hands on it. I just had to see what it was all about, you know? And it's really exciting. I think this is going to really change building a heck of a lot, let me tell you. You know, I instantly, when I saw this block, I was like, yes, this is going to be great for furniture, right? Like, this is going to be amazing for furniture. I mean, look, we already got... This looks like, you know what this looks like? It looks like a chair that is tipped over, just as it is right now. I was actually trying to go for a chair that's not tipped over and doing the reverse. But this looks like a chair that's been like turned on its side and on its back. But let's try to maybe make it into a chair. How about it? Let's see if we can do it. So I want to grab some spruce signs, of course, and just see, you know, if I go this way. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, that looks like a chair, right? Maybe if I grab some spruce slabs and kind of build around the spruce slab. I mean, yeah, that kind of looks like a little bench or chair. Maybe we could put a sign on the back. Yeah, I mean, that's just like a kind of a cool little chair design as well. That's pretty cool. Maybe we could build a more grander chair, maybe something like a throne or something could be pretty cool. Maybe build up the back just like that. Oh, that's so cool. It looks like little armrests. Wow, this is so cool. Oh, that is the coolest chair I think I've ever made in Minecraft. Wow, look at this. Oh, that's so cool. Now, can we... I'm not a redstone guy. I'm a builder. Can we potentially... Can we power on the slab? No, we can't power on the slab. I figured that kind of wasn't a thing, but it'd be cool if we could. That way it's like you could change the texture to be not so that grid pattern that they got going on there. But just the 3 different chair designs with this shelf. And it looks so cool. It looks like an antique kind of furniture design. I love it. And even here we can go even more crazy. And you do have to have this spacing in between, I think, right? You can't get any closer. Yeah, that's the spacing. So your tables are going to have to be... These are going to be for more of a grander kind of setup. But you can do something like that as well. I mean, just to have a little... Or you could do it all. Total shelf. You can have all shelves. You could do... We could do shelves... You know, this kind of design here. Wow, this is gotta blow my mind right now with just the level of chairs that are going on right here. And we could do that. There we go. That was the other one. So just some chair designs just like that. And you can do them in any of the colors. You can have a mangrove one. You can have an oak one, a dark oak. So I guess sticking on this furniture idea, we could also do... maybe like a desk. I feel like this would look really cool as like a little table or a desk. I mean, we could also do a bench, right? Simple little bench design. Just extend our chairs out a little bit. There we go. Maybe have some... Do a spruce shelf, and then we can do maybe some trapdoors behind that. That looks pretty cool. We can step that up just a little bit more. And do... this. So actually, let's get out the full-blown spruce doors for this. just like that. Boom. Look at that. I mean, come on now. That looks pretty cool. I mean, that's a little table. That's like a little table. You could put, you know, candles on that as well. You know, just pop some candles on there. And just like that, you got this really cool, that is a really cool looking table, I gotta say. Now, I know I'm doing this all with spruce, and spruce is the best wood type. I will say that. But that's why I'm doing it with that. You know, again, we can do this with any of these wood types, and then we have like a bajillion different types of furniture now. I really like this little like curve at the end. It looks like a little armrest, and that little shape just adds so much detail to all this like new furniture design. I mean, we could even do this with slabs that have a little bit of a thicker table. We can just have like a little nightstand, right? So if we just wanted something like that, where it was like a little tiny table, we can have maybe something like a cadenza or a cabinet, right? Something like that, and then maybe put signs on each side, just like so. I mean, that just looks like a little piece of furniture as well. So you got, I mean, furniture options for this are going to be absolutely crazy. And I'm already thinking of one, like for a bed, right? Like you can do, I mean, you could just do so much, right? You know, you can have some signs just coming off of that as well. I mean, if we go ahead and do more bed designs, we can pop in a little bit of spruce trap doors, maybe some signs coming off of that, just to a little bit more depth. So just, you know, some little details there as well that you could potentially do to give your beds just a little bit more pizzazz. I mean, you can even do like a single bed and just have, you know, this on either side. And I mean, come on, that looks pretty cool too. Now the beds do use like an oak wood base, so I mean, if you use oak wood, you know, that kind of brings out that oak wood at the bottom of the bed. So, you know, you got different options of what you can do. These things are, I mean, I already see the potential, and there's gonna be more. I know I'm just gonna use these as stupid details in my build because I use signs and trapdoors like galore, and you can see I use the hanging signs. Like I use them all the time. I use all them little detail blocks that you won't see. They'll render out when you go too far away, but it matters when you're up close. And that's exactly what the shelf is going to be for me. It's arguably going to be even better because I think you can see this from yeah, it's just there. It's there. It doesn't go away. See how the signs up top went away? Yeah, these don't go away. These are a permanent detail that you can see from a good bit. These matter. This is great. Yeah, I mean, that's so cool. These shelves I'm super excited for, and I cannot wait for these to actually come into the game. And I can't wait to play with them on the Afterlife SMP server and build my new spawn house with them. I think that'd be so cool. I can't wait. That's gonna be awesome. But yeah, it's gonna be cool. I know there's some other copper things that are coming as well, like of course the copper golem's coming, and then there's like a bunch of other coppery items. Like I think there's like the copper lantern, the copper torch, some other crazy stuff going on. So really exciting stuff. Really exciting stuff for builders in Minecraft. I'm genuinely thrilled about this new shelf block. I think that's my favorite thing being added into this game. And I don't even care that it's the shelf. I just love it for its block shape. That's all. I could care less that it's the shelf. But either way, thanks for joining me on this one. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I know it's a little different from my typical, but kind of just like a little inspirational build along video for you. So as always, guys, don't forget to be awesome, and I'll see you next time.